Hey, what's up, team? Eddie Gray here, back at it again. And today I want to talk to you about how I made over $3,000, almost $4,000 in one quarter in the world of music licensing. Now, a lot of people would brush this world off and they would say something like, I don't want to make music for television. But what kind of a difference would $3,971 make for your family, for your education, for your career? What kind of gear could you get to upgrade your studio? I know a lot of people talk about it's not about the gear, but let me tell you something. It is about the gear. If you've ever heard a Neve preamp and you compare that to just something basic like a Scarlett interface with no preamp, it makes a difference. You can hear it. It's very palpable. It's not all about the gear. That I agree with. It's certainly about your professionalism, the way you conduct yourself, your follow through, your persistence. You got to understand something. I've been doing this for 7 years. This music licensing world to me is like an investment, right? I keep investing in it because I see the ROI, the return on the interest, and I keep building more and more and more over time. So if you've been trying to find a way to actually make money with your music, it's possible. That's why I'm doing this, because 7 years ago, I tried to learn. No one taught me. No one showed me the way. No one was transparent. I got a lot of kind of maybe iffy people. And so I told myself a long time ago, 7 years ago, hey, when you get there, if it takes 10, 20, 30 years, when you get there, I'm going to be of contribution. I'm going to be of service. I'm going to be of help. I'm going to be a light, a beacon so that other people can see it. They now can believe it, and then they start to do it. And this is something that I teach over at my academy. Please check out one of the last videos I just did. One of my top students, he's crushing the game, making the most money he's ever made, creating the best contracts for himself. Check that out. So here, I want to go into how this works and how you can build it over time. Okay. So you can see that it starts off really simple. You're getting just really couple pennies, right? 8 pennies, 4 pennies. Then all of a sudden you get $17. And what's the difference? Well, it depends. It depends where it gets placed, who it gets placed with, how long, right? There's a couple of factors, the network. And so you can see that we keep adding $4, $16, $3. Let me go ahead and get myself out of this screen so you can get a better shot. Okay, one sec. Okay. So here on the right-hand side, you get all the price points, and you can see that this keeps multiplying. And these songs aren't just getting placed once. They're getting placed 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times over. And this is where the business lies and why I tell everyone that I teach, all the businesses that I've consulted, it's a numbers game. Okay, you can see here this placement got $32. This one got $10, $2. Look at this, a whopping $83 for this track here on 90 Day Fiancé. Look, truth is, most of these shows I don't even watch. Of course, sometimes I'll reference them in order to start making music. But this is a phenomenal investment. If you're a musician, a creative, I'm just going to keep going through the pages here. It is just such a great idea to invest in yourself, invest in your future. These songs, they don't have to be the best in the world. Right, you're already good at what you do, and if you're developing and if you're new, then it's something that you can improve upon. But look, check this out, guys: $61, $15, $6. This is fantastic. We need this kind of residual income to start coming in for you. It's super important that you build something over time. What I suggest is you start working with a couple of companies, people who really believe in you, people who will fight for your music, and then what ends up happening is they start pushing it, right? They start pushing it on and on and on. And then all of a sudden, you start to become a player in the game. Again, these are all small increments, small amounts, but it's exponential. I've placed a lot of these songs over and over and over again. You can see American Pickers. This is a show that we work on exclusively over at hfmusicacademy.com. We're doing great there. Lots of great placements. And I'm just so stoked that I discovered this 7 years ago. Look, in all fairness, I wish I would have discovered it 20 years ago, right? Had I done that, had somebody given me the keys to the kingdom, guys, no question I'd be a millionaire at this point. No question. This is a wonderful business. I want to introduce it to some of you that don't know about it. And those of you that are in the now, I want to encourage you to go ahead and fight for what you love. I'm going to hit Command F here, and I'm going to look for a couple of placements that we got with Vanderpump Rules. Guys, I want you to see these numbers right here. $333. How about that for a cable television show? This is great. 16 seconds for that one, guys. I'm sorry, wait. This one was, looks like it was a 10-minute placement. Jeez, I got to check that one out. Check this one out. 10-minute placement again. Must have been on repeat. $444. You got to love it. This is great. This is what it's all about. I want you to find companies that will work with you, will talk with you, will communicate, that ingest your music, that place your music, so that you can start to see these kinds of numbers. Again, this is my year 7, feeling really good, feeling really strong, just being really consistent with the game of music and music licensing. And to be transparent, it's not all I do. Okay. I had an artist here over the weekend, got paid $500 to produce a song. You can find other outlets to express yourself. Right? So don't think you have to sit in a room all day by yourself. And of course, there are some people that would like that. They would prefer to be by themselves and just writing music. And that's cool too. The main point and why I'm creating this video is because I want people to understand that there is a world out there where you can generate passive income, residual income. Of course, you first have to invest in it. So you have to build it. But once you do and it's up and running, just like the many students I teach over at hfmusicacademy.com, I've consulted a ton of people all across the world. They're starting to reap the rewards. Again, it starts off light, starts off as a whisper. Slowly, surely, it starts to build, starts to multiply. All of a sudden, you wake up one day and there's this incredible yield. And it just makes me feel honestly really joyful and happy because it shows your value in terms of your talent level, right? If you've dedicated 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life to this, you should see a return on it, right? Let your talent support who you are. Let your gift provide a home. And so there are other skill sets that you're going to have to learn. It's not just all music, right? You have to become business savvy. You have to learn how to network to some extent. You have to be organized to some degree. These are all systems that I teach, right? If you've ever heard of any of the work I do, any of the courses that I've created, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a matter of being efficient. It's a matter of being organized. I'm just really stoked, guys. I mean, I'm looking through this and it's absolutely incredible. I look at this and I just remember the day that I started. And now this is turning into something else altogether. And I just stay in gratitude. Here, let's close up here. Something I do want to point out is the fact that all of these internet audio and visual numbers are starting to go up. And that makes me so excited because this is now going to start multiplying. I've seen this kind of slowly start to build over time. And now it is certainly on and popping. On Hulu alone, I made $152. So thank you, Hulu. Netflix, we're talking $82.26. Let's go ahead and just look around and try and figure out where exactly all this is placing. Okay, great. 7 years. Aaron needs a job. Dance Moms. Looks like that's still rocking and rolling. Very cool. What else we got here? My Crazy Ex, Fast and Loud. So not only can you make some money on the front end potentially with some companies, but can also make some money on the back end. And so this is a very magical business that it can build over time. So many different tracks here from The Bachelor, Born This Way. I was actually the head composer on that. Shout out to all the people that collaborated with me on that show. We absolutely crushed it. And so even that's still making royalties after all of these years, right? It's been a couple years since we first did that. Good. All right, so this is all Amazon, as you can see. And so, guys, this is only going to multiply. Media is going nowhere. If anything, it's just going to explode even more, right? We need room for more people. We're going places. This is your time. I want to see you win. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you found this video to be useful. Again, my only intention is just to show people that it's possible. I wish I would have seen something like this. I got to be honest. I mean, seriously, if I would have seen this, I would have seen actual proof that another human being on this planet was crushing it and making money and doing it full time, and he was enjoying himself without necessarily having to be like a rock star or something like that. Done. Sold. Just where do I sign up? What do I got to do? Because I love music more than anything that this life has to offer, and I will do whatever, whenever, however, in order to win. So this is Eddie Gray signing off. Again, we're still going with all the various cues here. Please take this message, guys. We want you to win. If you're interested, if you need more information, email us. support@hfmusicacademy.com. We're here to serve you. We understand that it can be a challenge sometimes to monetize. Like, how do you even get started? I know I have a gift. I know I can write music. I hear melodies in my head. How do I start, right? We've created a path for you. We've created an actual path that you can go down. And when you do, it's a turnkey system that you can utilize to start. Now, where you go from there, entirely up to you. I get it. I want you to come into this world, make your money, get your slice of the pie, which you deserve, by the way. Get your slice of the pie, and then go on to do whatever it is that your heart desires. That's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about. Here's Catfish. That's great. I didn't even know that was on there. So this is actually really good. I'm so glad that got placed. I put out so many different songs, guys. And look, I'll close with this. I know for some of you, it feels like it's a risky business. It can be a risk, but so is getting a job somewhere, working for 10 years and seeing no growth. That's risky too. Okay. So I'll quote Jim Rohn. He says, yeah, of course life is risky, but it's also risky to sit alone in your house, lay down on the floor in the fetal position, have somebody bring you 3 square meals a day, and live and die a life that didn't matter, where you did nothing, where you took no risk. I get that it can be risky, but what's going to create the certainty is your actions. What's going to create the certainty is your consistency. You can see that this here is certain. I know I'm going to make this money year after year. I know Amazon's going to pick it up. Amazon's not going nowhere. Netflix is still going to do what they do, right? So it's very important that you understand that your certainty is created from the massive action that you will implement when you work the system. I created a system a couple of years ago. Many people are now implementing it, and it works. All right? It works. You don't have to believe me. Just go check the last video, Composer Spotlight, David Ben Porad, and you will see that it is possible to make money making music. So again, I'm going to sign out. Here's The Healer, another show I was the head composer of. Again, shout out to all the collaborators. And here it is, guys. This is your opportunity. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end. If you're ready for your slice of the pie, email support@hfmusicacademy.com. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's go.